What's going on, Socialites? Welcome back to a podcast here. It's your commissioner, Ryan, your reigning champion, not playing this season, Boston Braves, joined by Kevin, head coach, the Phoenix Primals. How's it going, Kev?
Another day in paradise, Ryan. How about you?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing all right. I could complain, but that's not what we're here for. And also joined by Cole, head coach, the Driftvale City Dragapults. How you doing, Cole?
Good. Besides
Good.
having a cold.
Oh, no. Cole has a cold. Right after cold in the dictionary, you find cold.
I hate that that's accurate.
Seriously.
All right. So we got a lot to go over. First, not really draft league related, but Pokemon Home finally updated. So we're actually scrapping the entire season. We're going to redo the tier list, the drafting, and we're going to jump right back into it in a month or so, doing all the new Pokemon from Pokemon Home. Guys, are you excited for that? Just scrap the first 2 weeks. We'll say fuck it, and we'll do this whole new meta.
I mean, I was undefeated, but I mean, I'm about it, honestly.
Nah, I'm joking, obviously, but Pokemon Home coming back has actually made me pick up my Switch again for the first time in like a couple months. So that's always good. Maybe it'll help me actually want to grind out some more Pokemon. But yeah, with Pokemon Home, we get access to, I think it's like 162 Pokemon. Obviously, we're not talking about baby Pokemon and stuff. So we're just going to talk about the fully evolved forms and how we feel about them returning. So let's hop right in. Bunch of regional forms as well as some legendaries and other stuff. And real excited to have the Hisuian forms. Finally, we can play them in a competitive Pokemon setting.
With abilities.
Yeah.
Mainly, too.
Abilities, everything. New moves and stuff. Again, before we hop into this, for those who are following the draft league this season, it is a VGC doubles league. And the new VGC regulations for Regulation D, get the D, just came out. That'll be starting in July for everyone, and it will include all of these Pokemon besides the box legendaries. Yeah, but right in Alolan Raichu. So how do we feel about Alolan Raichu coming back? Something that can work with electric terrain, which hasn't really seen a lot of competitive play, even with all the Quark Drive users. Again, no Tapu Koko, so you're kind of forced to use Pincurchin. Cole, what do you think about Alolan Raichu?
I mean, it's always a good choice. Because it can hit hard, it's really fast. It's annoying. It can be annoying, too. I'm looking forward to it.
You're looking forward to it? Kevin, what do you think? Are you looking forward to it?
I'm definitely looking forward to it. I mean, on top of it being fast and hitting hard, it's also got really nice support moves like Fake Out and Encore, and having a fast Encore can be really annoying, so...
Yeah, I think you guys are a little more hyped for it than me. Again, without Tapu Koko, it's like basically doesn't have an ability. And it lost Expanding Force too, so it can't even be like a dual terrain threat. Which does kind of stink, but to me it's like, okay, you're Raichu with psychic moves. Alright, next we got Alolan Dugtrio. Fabio here. Kevin, what are your thoughts on Alolan Dugtrio? You excited to have it back?
I am indifferent. I would probably put it in, probably won't use it or bad for me.
Yeah, same. What do you think, Cole?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too big into Dugtrio.
Yeah, it's bad. Don't use Dugtrio.
It's dollar store Excadrill.
Yeah. It's even worse than that. It's like has no ability, like Tangled Hair. Who the hell cares? Yeah, just no bueno. All right, this one's pretty good though, especially for like doubles and stuff. The Alolan Persian makes its return. Cole, are you excited for Alolan Persian to be back in the decks?
I mean, I still don't like its design, but it can hit really hard.
What do you mean? You don't want to just grab those chubby cheeks and...
I don't like that its head is like completely circular. It's weird. Too bulbous. But that's not what we're here for. Yeah, I like it. Like I said, if it gets the chance to set up, it can hit really hard. And with fur coat, it gets extra boost to its defense.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Kevin? I'm looking forward to it. What are your thoughts?
What's going to determine whether I'm looking forward to it or if it's mid for me is whether or not it gets parting shot. Because I think it did in Sword and Shield. I don't know if it kept it.
It should. I believe that's an egg move.
Because yeah, kind of like parting shot, especially on bulky users. So.
Yeah, it's still an egg move.
Then I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good. Parting shot, snarl, I do believe. Yeah, it still gets fake out, icy wind. Just really good support Pokemon. Maybe looking forward to it is a little high, but I'm looking forward to it more than Raichu, at least. Alright, here's a big one. Hisuian Arcanine, the Rock Head, Flare Blitz, Head Smash. You know, not the best defensive typing at all, but it doesn't matter when you're just doing that much damage with a Rock Head Smash. Yeah, so what were you saying, Kevin? Are you excited for it?
Oh yeah, because it also has a Wild Charge to go with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty hyped for it. What about you guys?
Besides, it's Arcanine, so it's obviously good.
Alright, next we got the return of Galarian Slowbro with the quick draw. What are your thoughts on the Slowbro, Cole?
I mean, I haven't really used it too much, so I don't really have too many thoughts on it. But, I mean, quick draw can be fun.
Yeah. I don't know, to me it's probably like a mid or prob won't use. What do you think, Kevin?
I'm thinking mid. I'm definitely more hyped for the Galarian Slowbro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's not get ahead of ourselves though. Okay, this one I'm pretty excited for though. Alolan Muck. Are you guys excited for Alolan Muck? I don't know if I'd say I'm hyped, but I'm looking forward to having Alolan Muck back. I just think it's a really solid defensive Pokemon.
I have memories with Alolan Muck. I forget what season it was, but it was the season with the where the Tapus were big, and just having Imprisoned to shut off Poison Jab and other things like that to protect Tapu Koko was pretty nice. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and it's so nice. It has knockoff, toxic, you know, Gunk Shot, of course, and it just so nice. Got that really nice Muck bulk.
And it can be annoying because a lot of the moves it gets are, you know, like the elemental punches, and then it also gets poison touch.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. Alright, here's an interesting one. Another Hisuian form, Hisuian Electrode. So grass and electric. Still the Electrode stats, so really fast. You know, okay special attack. You know, you're going to want to specs it probably, but just having that now grass stab is so big for it. What do you think about Electro Cold? Are you hyped for it? Are you looking forward to it? Do you think it's mid?
I'm looking forward to it. I already moved my shiny over, so.
Nice. What do you think, Kevin? Looking forward to it, or would you move it up or down?
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be anything like super crazy, but be interesting to see, like, you know, Chloroblast is the grass steel beam, so we'll have to see how strong that is. All right, regular Cantonian Tauros is back. I mean, I think it's just completely outclassed by the Paldean ones now, so I would probably put in like prob won't use it to bad. Do you guys have any other thoughts on that?
I would kind of put it in the same class as the combat Tauros as far as like viability. So it's just kind of meh to me.
Yeah. I mean, compared to Aqua and Blaze Breed, they're definitely a step below. But I think I'd even say combat is better just because of, I think pure fighting is better than pure normal. As far as like, you know, resistances and offensive potential. Alright, next we got the Articunos here. Regular Articuno, it gets a nice kind of buff in the snow. But I'd probably still put it at like, won't use it to mid. Where would you guys put it?
Probably for me, just because, yeah, it gets a defense boost, but it's still hella weak to rock, so.
Yeah.
But now you can terrestrialize it, so. I
Well,
mean, you're
unless
gonna
you're
put
going
your
high.
boots on this anyway, at least in singles.
Yeah.
Alright, and then we got Galarian Articuno. I'm excited. I transferred all my shinies of these over, so I gotta just buff them up a bit because I never bothered doing that with Sword and Shield because we got them so late in that game's lifespan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. I love that shiny, so I'd probably put this more in like the mid. Or are you guys looking forward to it more than I am?
In mid for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's not great, but I do think it'll do something. All right, then we got the Zapdos is coming back. Losing Defog on a lot of these Pokemon hurts and all that, but Zapdos can still kind of do its thing with Roost and Volt Switch going around. Are you guys excited for Zapdos, or are you kind of like, okay, it's Zapdos, we know what it does. Yeah, it's back, it's good, but I'm not like excited or hyped for it.
I don't really use the birds too much. The only one I've really used more is Galarian Moltres, and that's because of the monotype tournament that we did.
Yeah. What about you, Kevin? Where would you slap Zapdos?
And a monster in VGC, so I mean, it'll do Zapdos things. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think that's all right. If you like Zapdos, you're glad it's back. You know. All right, Galarian Zapdos, one of my favorite birds, especially the Galarian forms. I just like its design, the ostrich and everything. Where would you put this, Cole?
I'd probably just put it just above Zapdos. Or
Oh yeah, you're
it
looking
doesn't really
forward
matter,
to it.
'cause we're just, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
gonna hit
interesting
really
with
hard.
Yeah, Defiant and all that, and
Yeah.
it's another good Defiant Pokemon to have.
Yeah, Defiant, an ability I keep forgetting about, as we saw last week against the stupid monkey.
A few people have done that already.
I
All
always
right,
forgot.
Moltres coming back. Again, hasn't really gained anything. I think it's kind of like, whatever. I'm not like crazy about Moltres. What about you guys?
Articuno for me.
Another 4 times weakness
Like
to
in
rock.
the Pro won't use it or in the mid?
Won't use it. I was talking about the Cantonian Articuno.
Yeah. All right, and then we got the Galarian Moltres. So Cole, you said you like this one. Where would you put
Yeah.
it?
I mean, I'm looking forward to it because this thing can get pretty hard once it gets a couple nasty plots and agility's up.
It's got decent bulk, and with its typing, you can get a nasty plot off, and then get your Berserk procced, and you know it gets agility, so you can do like a double setup or whatever on against certain Pokemon. Yeah, I think it's a good one. All right, we got Mewtwo coming back. Obviously, won't be legal in the VGC Regulation D, but for those who just want to use it casually. What do we think about the original Uber coming back? I don't really use like a lot of Uber Pokemon because usually I play either VGC where they're usually not allowed 90% of the time, or in our draft league we ban most of them. So for me, I'm like I transferred over my Mewtwo's, but like, am I gonna use them? Probably not.
I I mean, you kind of said it. I mean, there's not really going to be any point where I use it because even if it's legal or even if it is legal in VGC at some point, there's so many other.
Mewtwo is never good enough. Like when it's legal in VGC to be used in VGC, it's like I'd rather be running my Kyogre and Groudon for my weather teams, or using my, Dialga on my Trick Room teams or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, there's usually so much. Like Mewtwo is really good, but there's so many better Uber Pokemon now, like legendaries. Alright, and then we got Mew. I think this one would be interesting. I might use Mew on some Wi-Fi battles, just because I think it is like a solid lead Pokemon set. What do you guys think about Mew? Are you gonna use it on, casual or anything?
Probably not.
What about you, Kevin? You gonna use a Mew?
Probably.
No, yeah, so kind of goes in the same thing with Mewtwo. Yeah, a lot of these like super strong ones, like probably won't see too much play. All right, we got Typhlosion. It's been in the game for a little bit through Terra Raid battles, but now you can transfer your old ones if you have them from like BDSP or from older games through Pokemon Bank. We have seen it doing some pretty good work in the Draft League. Just, Eruption in the Sun is really strong. Are you guys looking forward to playing with it? Have you used it since it originally came out in Scarlet and Violet for anything?
Typhlosion, no, but I did bring over my Hisuian, and I just kind of did a couple things with that, just battling random trainers and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's been in long enough. It's probably like it's worn off a little bit, the lackluster. But Cole, you brought up Hisuian Typhlosion. So how do you feel about it? Gets a nice buff, I think, over regular Typhlosion. I do believe it's a little slower, I believe, but stronger. Is that right?
It sacrifices a bit of speed, but puts that into its special attack stat.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're just gonna, it still has a solid speed stat and it still maintains Eruption. So again, as like a special attacking wall breaker on Sun teams, it's just gonna like cleave through all that. And I think having the Ghost dual typing is solid. Obviously, it's like a pretty solid defensive and offensive typing. And Infernal Parade having the being a Hex that has a burn chance is pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm super hyped for it, but I'm definitely looking forward to using it.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right.
Alright, Galarian Slowking. Kevin, you kind of talked about this, but I'm looking forward to it being back. What do you think about Galarian Slowking? The Glow King, as some people call it.
Yeah. Galarian Slowking is definitely, I mean, you just said it, glow up. I mean, the OG Slowbro and Slowking Slowbro outclassed it in a lot of ways, but in the Galarian case, Slowking definitely outshines Slowbro.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it. I like using Assault Vest with it, so.
Yeah, Assault Vest is really good with their generator. You can just take a lot of hits. And I have seen some people still use like the Chili Reception set. It's not bad, but yeah, Assault Vest is kind of like his bread and butter. Hisuian Quillfish. So this being able to use Eviolite makes it pretty bulky. Does still get access to Intimidate and has that really nice dark poison typing. So that means it is only weak to ground. So as a defensive Pokemon, it's actually not too bad. What do you think about Hisuian Quillfish, Cole?
Yeah, I like it. Especially with, like you said, the typing, so it's only weak to ground.
Yeah. Would you put it like mid, or are you gonna try to use it on anything?
Yeah, I might try to use it in something. That and Overquill, maybe.
What do you think, Kevin? Are you looking forward to trying out some stuff with Hisuian Quillfish?
Hisuian Quillfish for me is like in the high orange and possibly even like so hyped category for me. Like,
really? Wow.
Yeah. Overquill I'm not so hyped on, but definitely that.
Oh, interesting. He's hyped on the Quillfish. All right, we're not gonna go over Hisuian Sneasler. You know, being I don't think anyone will play with it competitively. Kyogre being back. Solid for rain teams. Groudon and Rayquaza. What were you guys think about the Weather Trio being back?
I mean, they're always good choices.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I'm looking forward to them more so than obviously like Mewtwo and Mew. Mew not being really allowed in any VGC formats, and then Mewtwo just being outclassed. Rayquaza, I don't know if I'm looking forward to Rayquaza. Like it, without its Mega, it's never really, it doesn't really break into VGC as much. I'd probably put it more in like the mid for me. I think it's more of like a doubles Pokemon with what it can do. All right, next we got the Lake Guardians here. Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf. Do you guys have any particular thoughts on the Lake Spirits coming back? They do all have their new signature move. I don't think it's seeing a lot of play though. If I can remember what it does while you guys talk about that.
Well, I'd want to see what their signature move is before I give my opinion, so
Yeah,
pull that up too.
See, it's Mystical Power.
Mystic Power. Yeah.
It raises the user's attack and special attack, depending on which one is higher, and also raises the defense and special defense. Oh, or raises the defense and special defense if those stats are higher. So you either get attack raise if those stats are your max, or
Well, that was in
defensive
Gen
raise.
8, Ryan.
And it's
Gen 9, it raises the user's attack by 1 stage. Or special attack.
Oh, is that from
That was from PLA.
Okay. This website has the effect for PLA, but that has the game description starting by the user attacks. This boosts the user's special attack stat. It's 70 base power, 90% accuracy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gives us special attack boost in addition to damage.
So basically, it's like Torch Song.
Yeah, but not 100% accurate.
No.
Like, I think that's, like, okay for, like, Uxie and maybe Mesprit, because they are, like, a little weaker, but, like, Azelf, like, I just want to, like, hit things harder, and I'm not staying on the field
they can
so
take
long.
hits and then dish out hits.
Yeah. Yeah,
Azelf,
especially, like,
not so
Uxie could probably do it a little bit more.
I definitely think Uxie can do it, especially when you compare that in conjunction with like Calm Mind as well. Like, it can get pretty tanky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Azelf's not bulky enough. Like you said, you just want to hit things hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to Uxie and Azelf, but I don't really care about Mesprit all that much.
I've used Uxie in the past. It's fun. It's very bulky.
Yeah. Honestly, I probably won't use, like, any of these for much, but I do think if we're going to move any up, I think Uxie could at least maybe try to use the new one, the Mystical Power attack, and Azelf is usually just, like, good enough to be, like, a mid-tier singles Pokemon. Let's not forget that Mesprit is a Draft League champion. Thanks to yours truly. Alright, next we got Dialga and Palkia, as well as their origin forms. So really cool to finally have those in the game. Again, you can try those. I mean, I'm definitely... I don't know if I'm hyped, but I'm looking forward to using the origin forms, and the other ones, I probably won't use, to be honest. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I probably won't use the other ones, but maybe the origin forms just to test them out.
Yeah, are you hyped for the origin forms, Kevin, or are you just looking forward to them?
I'm really big on Palkia.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, that's true. Like, Palkia, I'm more hyped for. Dialga, I'm just like, I'll probably try it. I'll probably try and get someone together who wants to do, like, a Wi-Fi Ubers battle or something with them, so... Yeah, I can agree with that. I'm more excited for the Palkia just because of its speed, being able to do that. Alright, Heatran. I wouldn't say I'm hyped, but I'm looking forward to having Heatran back. Always a solid defensive staple. Do you guys have anything to say about Heatran?
Not really.
Yeah. We're already like 30 minutes in, so we're gonna kind of like start going quickly on some of these because we still got a lot to talk about. Giratina, I don't know, not super big. I've used it before, but to me they're both kind of like mid. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
It is nice to have another like defogger though, a natural defogger, especially one that can threaten out Goldango.
True.
With its speed stat.
Fair.
Not that I don't think Goldango sees like any play in Ubers or anything for those who play singles, but it's still something interesting to have. All right, Cresselia coming back.
Oh, it was a bulky choice.
Yeah.
Straight to the top for me.
I probably won't use it, but I could see Trick Room's being good. It's probably somewhere in the mid. Like if you're gonna play a singles Trick Room team, you usually always have a Cresselia.
Yeah.
I remember when Anthony used it, that thing refused to die.
That's why you ignore it completely. That's how I beat it. Alright, Arceus. I'm looking forward to playing with it. I've never gotten to play with an Arceus since the first ones that I got were in PLA and then BDSP respectively.
Yeah.
So, using it competitively again, might try and get like a Uber game together with some people. We'll see on the Wi-Fi. Okay, this one I'm hyped for. Hisuian Samurai. I mean, Ceaseless Edge is just busted.
Yep.
Way better than another Pokemon that we'll talk about later on towards this that has a similar move, but yeah, just being able to stack 3 spikes and just keep spamming it. Gets knockoff. Sharpness, so that boosts your Ceaseless Edge, boosts your Sacred Sword, boosts your Razor's Shell or your Aqua Cutter, whichever one you want to go for. Yeah, really looking forward to playing with Hisuian Samurai.
And that's just fun, anyway.
Yeah. And Dark Water, just a nice, solid offensive, defensive typing. Like, so good. Hisuian Lilligant. This one's interesting. I don't know if I would use the Hustle ability just because you miss on a regular 100% accurate move and it's just the worst feeling in your life.
Right.
But on Sun teams, I would probably feel a little more comfortable with it as a chlorophyll user. What do you guys think about Lilligant?
Better than the original and on Sun teams, just because it actually provides offensive pressure.
Yeah. Well, in singles, definitely. Doubles, you can argue regular Lilligant is a better support Pokemon.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I wouldn't say I'm hyped for this, but I'll definitely, like, use it. I'll definitely, I brought one over from my PLA, so I'll have to just train it up. Basculin, I mean, I don't think we'll use it, but it is a new Basculin form. Hisuian Zoroark, been in the game a little bit through early pre-order. Have you guys used Hisuian Zoroark yet?
I moved my shiny over, but I haven't really done much with it yet.
Yeah, I mean,
I finished training it, but I haven't used it yet.
I'm looking forward to it. It's been in the game a little bit, so people might not be as hyped for it. But, yeah, it'll still be fun to play. Alright, this one I'm hyped for, because it's my mascot, Braviary, and it's got that Esper wing with the tinted lens.
Yeah. I'd say I'm looking forward to it, but, you know, I wouldn't be opposed to.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm probably overhyping it too much, but I mean, it is a good bird.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still just a Braviary.
Hey, that's rude.
Yeah.
It's tinted lens with a signature attack that boosts its speed with an increased critical hit chance.
I mean, yeah, that can get out of control pretty quick. If it
Hurricane. What else does it get? I mean, I think it still gets U-turn for pivoting. I think it gets Focus Blast. It might still get Heat Wave. But yeah. I think it's a solid Pokemon. Yeah, it lost some speed points, but its signature attack makes up for it. You bring it in on something that they gotta switch out on, bam, now you got a +1 speed. Nothing can resist you, you know? They basically gotta throw a dark type in so that you don't get your Esper Wing off, and maybe then you just go for Hurricane. And on rain teams, I can see being good, just specs it up or whatever. I believe it also gets Calm Mind and Roost, so you could have like a bulkier support set, sweeping set. Alright, the Genies, the original Genies coming back. Do you guys have any strong feelings on it? Tornadus or Thundurus? Talking about Landorus.
Player, as a VGC player, the regular Tornadus and Thundurus terrify me. Just like the Landorus Incarnate does.
Yeah,
so I'm hyped, but I'm terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be good for BGC though. The prankster abilities will be nice to have some like stronger prankster users in this powered meta. Tornadus lost a lot of utility. I probably won't use it. The Therian form. Thunderous Therian form I think is a little better just because Terrestrialization really helps it. Just a strong electric type that you can terrestrialize to cover your weaknesses. Landorus Incarnate is like always Ubers. I've never really used it. I probably will continue not to use it that much because it's not really a good doubles Pokemon. You just do sheer force things. Does get access to Nasty Plot though, I believe now. Am I correct in that?
Hang on.
See who finds it first.
Yes, it does get Nasty Plot through TMs.
Yep.
So that is really strong. Nasty Plot 3 attacks, sheer force. So maybe I'll try it out, but I'm not like excited for it. And then kind of going off the same thing, Landorus has lost a lot. I think Great Tusk is like still kind of better because it gets Rapid Spin while Landorus lost Defog. But it's still Landorus, it's still solid. And Landorus lost Knockoff, which Great Tusk has. So Great Tusk has like everything that Landorus lost. Meloetta, these I don't actually own. Do you guys have Meloettas?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I gotta get some. I'll put in looking forward to it because once I get it, I'll definitely like try it out. I don't think they're like necessarily good, but you know, whatever. All right, Delphox with the Magician. Cole, what were your thoughts on Delphox? Where would you put it? Are you looking forward to playing with it? Are you not interested?
I mean, yeah, it's a fast, hard-hitting special attacker. I'll probably do some stuff with it.
What do you think, Kevin?
It's mid for me. I might use it, but probably not.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Chestnut. What do you think about Chestnut? I think it's kind of like the same.
Yeah.
It's probably a little better than Delphox, but alright. Hisui and Avalok, I don't know. It's either problem use or bad. I kind of want to put it in the bad category. What do you think, Cole?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get help. The rock typing makes it weaker.
Yeah, it makes it so bad. Kevin, do you think it's bad or?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
the only thing I
would just rather use regular Avalug.
Yeah.
If I really need a defensive physical ice type, but
now it's got 2 4x weaknesses.
Yeah.
Fighting and steel.
Yeah. Hisuian Gudra, I'm definitely looking forward to using Hisuian Gudra. Wish its shelter ability was better, or not ability, move. But,
Yeah.
you know, I still think it's solid. It's Goodra with a better typing, arguably. So,
I'm definitely hyped for it.
Yeah, I've
you're
run
hyped
into a
for it?
few of those on Showdown, and they're annoying to take down.
yeah. Are you hyped for it, Cole, or are you just looking forward to it?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, Carbink! Yeah!
Your poor microphone.
Poor headphones for anyone watching. Alright, it's bad. Diancie, I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's in the, like, prob won't use. I mean, we're not playing with Megas here. Volcanion. I like Volcanion.
Give us Scald back.
Yeah, but you would still use Steam Eruption, over it.
No,
but
I know.
Maybe I'll bring it on, Wi-Fi and use Scald. I'll be like, Scald is back! With Scald Volcanion. Yeah, so I'm happy to have it back. I think Volcanion's always a solid Pokemon. Hoopa, okay. Hoopa I'm looking forward to. I actually don't have a Hoopa, so I gotta find one. Gotta get one somehow. Do you guys have Hoopas?
I used to, but it was a while ago. I don't know if I would even have the ability to transfer, but I can try.
Decidueye, we've
I
had
gotta look.
Yeah, I think you can get it through Pokemon Go, no?
Yeah.
From there. Decidueye, I mean, we've had for a while. The original I probably wouldn't use, but the new one, the Hisuian Decidueye, this is another Pokemon that is kind of scary for a Goldango. It does get Defog, and it also gets Scrappy Close Combat, so it's a Defogger that Goldango doesn't really want to automatically switch in on.
Yeah.
So that's definitely interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to using it. I wouldn't say I'm hyped, but
I mean, it's just another physical attacker that's immune to Intimidate, so...
And usually, like, I usually laugh when there's, like, so many Grass Ghost Pokemon that, like, came out in, like, 1 or 2 generations. But now there's, like, so many Grass Fighting Pokemon in like, this generation. We had Breloom, Chestnut, Hisuian Lilligant, Hisuian Decidueye. Now it's, like, all the Grass Fighting Pokemon. Magearna, potentially getting banned from Smogon OU, for those who play. I've never really used Magearna. My wife more is the Magearna fan. Where would you guys rank Magearna? Are you happy it's back? Are you kind of like uninterested?
I like Magearna. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Alright, the Doggo, Zacian, Zamazenta. Once the restricteds are in, I think Zacian will still do its thing. Because you don't do as much switching in doubles. But now with their abilities nerfed to activating only the first time they come in, he definitely isn't, like, as crazy, but he's still crazy. He's still good.
Zamazenta dirty for no reason.
Yeah. But now Zamazenta, for those, again, who play Smogon, he's being used in OU now, and he's doing pretty good. He's doing very good. Has a very good speed tier for that format. Only really does one thing, though, which is Iron Defense, Body Press stuff. Does have Body Press now this generation, so that's a pretty big buff. So I would probably use Zamazenta in a competitive game. Eternatus, I mean, it's Eternatus. It's kind of just a special attacker, does its thing. Good Dragon Poison typing. Rillaboom, he might be bad. I don't know. He lost Grassy Glide, and then it's just like, what do you really offer, Rillaboom?
Right.
It's like a grass-type knockoff, and that's about it. You know, like a grass Pokemon that learns knockoff is like his only utility now. I don't even know if he'll be used in, like, doubles that much. Like, yeah, he still gets Fake Out and stuff, but, like, he's not a fast taunter. You know, he's, like... His speed just, like, hurts him so much now. Like, Grassy Glide was just, like, the bread and butter that made Rillaboom good, so... I don't know. Maybe in a meme video I'll try it, but... Alright, Inteleon, kind of the same thing. It's probably in the problem used to bad.
Yeah.
I'll probably put it in bad just because it's been in the game for a while now, so it's like, if you haven't used it already, you probably weren't going to use it.
Yeah.
The Urshifus are back. Doesn't have two separate images here, so what do you guys think about the Urshifus being back? Do you guys have any strong feelings differentiate between Rapid Strike and Single Strike?
Not really.
I'm looking forward to both.
Yeah, they both got Sword Stance now, which is pretty good, and especially for the Rapid Strike one, I think Punching Gloves is a really nice buff. Wicked Blow, the Single Strike attack, did get like a 5-point decrease in power or something like that. So it's not as strong, but it's still obviously a dark type attack that always crits, so that's good. Alright, oof. Alright, this might be like, I'll put in probably used, but it's probably bad. It got so many nerfs. Lost high horsepower is a big one. Yeah, you guys have any thoughts on Glastrier?
Not really.
Yeah. Spectrier, on the other hand, still busted. Still just a really fast, really strong ghost type that just snowballs out of control.
Right.
Are you guys... Would you use it in anything, or...
I mean, just to, you know, test, like, all the legendaries, like, that's probably what I'm gonna... I mean, I've already started doing it. I've just, like, brought
gets
stuff
access
over.
to Draining Kiss now. Well, Calyrex does, but then their combined form. So, speaking of the combined forms, doesn't have regular Calyrex. Regular Calyrex is bad. But, Calyrex, Ice, again on, like, a Trick Room team for something. Like, I probably put in mid, because I don't know when I would use it. But again, on like Trick Room teams, you would probably use this. Glacial Lance and I believe Astral Barrage both got nerfed from 130 base power to 120, I believe was the nerf. I can double check that real quick.
Blizzard, tragic. It's just a 100% accurate physical blizzard. Awful.
Yeah. Yeah, it went down. 120. But yeah, and then the other one is like just the opposite, just really fast, really strong. In Dynamax meta last gen, it was really good. This one I would probably like use more just to mess around with. Alright, Zarude coming back. Probably mid. I never really used it much last gen.
Yeah.
I don't really know what it has now. Still doesn't have knockoff, which is a shame. Regieleki banned from Smogon OU already in singles. Doubles, it's a really, obviously it's the fastest Pokemon ever, so it's a fast Electro Weber. For doubles I would try it. See if it's still good outside of a Dynamax format. Then Regidrago, probably more in like the mid to won't use tier. What do you think, Kevin? Do you have any thoughts on the Drago?
You know, my YouTube name was enough to go off of. I love me some dragons. But I would be interested to try it, but I don't think it's better than Lecky.
Oh yeah, no, it's not better than Lecky. So would you put it in mid, or would you say probably?
I'd probably put it in mid.
Alright, now we're on to some more Hisuian Pokemon. We got Weirdeer. I'd put it in prob, won't use it. I might try it once, but I mean, it's not really that good of a Pokemon. Alright, this was a Pokemon I was talking about before when we were talking about Hisuian Samurott Cleavor with the Stone Axe. It's an attack that automatically gets up Stealth Rocks as well as damage. But obviously, Stealth Rocks isn't as spammable as Spikes. And then Bug Rock isn't, like, the best typing. It's kind of at a weird speed tier, where it's not bulky like Scizor, and it's not fast like Scyther. I'll use it, but I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to it. Like, I'm not going to build a team around it. I might just be like, oh, this team needs a stealth rocker. Well, I guess I'll throw Cleavor in on this one just to try it out.
Right.
Alright, this one I've been hyped for, though. Sneasler, the Sneaselist of Sneasels.
Definitely hyped for that one.
It's here, yeah. I am so hyped. What set would you use first, Kevin? Are you going to use the Unburden Acrobatics set, or are you going to try like more like the Poison Touch, Diaclaw Choice Band? Like, which one do you like more?
I haven't tried the Unburden, so probably the Poison Touch, but I'm definitely interested in the Unburden.
Yeah. Alright, then we got the two Enamorous forms. The Enamorous Incarnate with Cute Charm if you're going for a special attacker, or contrary if you want to do like superpower physical attacker. You could also try and do mixed with that, but I just feel like you should just put all your eggs in one basket either way. I don't know if I'm hyped for these, but I'm looking forward to using them. New legendaries. What do you think, Cole? Are you hyped for Enamorous, or?
Not really. I'd say, yeah, I'm looking forward to using it.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Alright, Overquill. Excuse me, the evolution of Hisuian Quillfish. Again, got that really nice dark poison typing. Gets Intimidate, so it can just be like bulky in doubles formats. Gets Swift Swim, so you could use it on rain teams. What do you think about Overquill, Kevin?
I'm not that good about it. I feel like it exists solely so that Quillfish can be a god. That's my thoughts on it.
So like mid?
Yeah, mid.
Alright, then we got the Basket Legions here. The male one, which is red, that's the physical attacker. Gets access to Last Respects if you're playing in formats that have that legal. And then the white stripe one is female, which is more of a special attacker. Both can be seen on rain teams with Swift Swim. Both of them can be like choice locked with adaptability, just cleaving through things. I'm definitely pretty hyped to try these. What about you guys? Nice Ghost Water type too.
I don't know about hype, but
oh, I'm looking forward to using the male. I'm hyped to use the female because I just think like adaptability, like choice specs, seems really good. That's how I feel. I like the female one better. And then Ursaluna, I'm pretty hyped to use Ursaluna. It's just a great wall breaker. The guts,
belly drum.
I wouldn't belly drum. I would swords dance. Like if you're doing guts, you're flame orb already. I'm not giving up half my HP and then another 12% every turn.
Ursaluna is my favorite of the ones that came out of Legends Arceus, so I'm definitely hyped for it.
Although it's shiny is a shame. It didn't stay green bear.
I like the red fur looks good.
It looks good, but it doesn't match what the rest of the line is going for. I hate that. I hate when they got like a pattern going and then Game Freak's like, haha, shy surprise.
I like the green though. It's an ugly green.
Yeah, and that's what makes it endearing.
I tend to agree with Cole. Puke green, not a huge fan on the earth.
Wow, both of you, get off my podcast. I'll finish it from here.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Alright, so just me and Kevin now. We'll finish this. Alright, so yep. Pretty good tier list. Let us know what your thoughts are on the new Pokemon for Pokemon Home. But let's get to the Draft League. We're already
an hour into the video.
Yeah, 50 minutes in here. There we go. Like, which window is it? All right. So yeah, 2 weeks in. Let me see. Did the battle finish? What the heck? What? Okay. Anyway, still waiting on one battle here at 10 p.m. on Sunday, which is ridiculous. Calling them out, Tuscaloosa and Black City. putting my foot down. I've been lenient on Sunday battles, but now, if it's like 6 p.m. and you haven't done it, forfeits. Coming down hard. But anyway, 2 weeks in, we got 6 2-0 still. Scotland Stouts and Oklahoma both up there 1-2. The Semi-Winnie Sears and the Primals both tied for third with 11 points respectively. The Cerulean City Ascendancy and the Paris Saint-Germain rounding that out. Then we got a slew of 1-1 teams. And still waiting again on Tuscaloosa and Black City, so that'll mean we'll still have 6 winless teams once we get that. I feel like Tuscaloosa should win that match, but we'll see there. Any thoughts on the early standings? Still not a lot to parse through, but are you guys surprised either way for any teams, or do you think like another team's gonna, I wouldn't say turn it around, right? Even if you're 0-2, like who cares at this point? You know, if you're 0-4, then you're in trouble. But
that's too early to say one team's out or one team's going to dominate.
Yeah.
I'm curious because the Mid-Valley Meowths are kind of new, so I'm kind of curious how they're going to do. They're kind of a team I have my eye on, but otherwise, it's kind of what I expected.
Yeah, they won their first match week 1, but they had to forfeit this past week. So, is what it is. Unfortunate to have a couple forfeits already this early. Black City forfeiting last week, and then Mid-Valley forfeiting this week. Is what it is. Some Pokemon performing really well. Goldango. Kevin, your Annihilate doing well.
It's definitely. Especially when people forget about Defiant.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it happened. Crocodile got a sweep in week 1. Only came to 1 game in week 2, and Cole, you dispatched it pretty quickly. Or I shouldn't say quickly. It was the last KO, right? But you neutralized it.
Yeah, with the burn.
Yeah.
It really started doing nothing at all.
Yeah, Barraskewda doing things on the rain team. Torkoal even hasn't died yet. So, still early. We'll have to see how the top 10 shakes out. But a couple ghost types there at the top, definitely doing some work. I know Oklahoma, like right after the draft, he was like, I'm going to get rid of Goldango. I don't know why I picked it. Do we think he will get rid of it now that it's 11-0?
Absolutely not.
Faint. Yeah.
I would be shocked.
We'll see. Well, hey, we've seen back in season 7,
Black City traded away Garchomp for Scizor.
That's what I was referring to, but that was Lavender Gengars traded away Garchomp, which was the kill leader for the last week of trades. Traded it for Scizor, and he went on to the finals. But history doesn't remember the first loser, or the last loser, I should say. Only remembers me, the champion. All right. So, yeah, we kind of referenced it there with talking about Goldango in Oklahoma. But this upcoming week, week 3, starts free agency, starts you being able to trade with other teams. So we got a slew of Pokemon obviously still available in the tier list. We can just go through tier by tier. S tier, does anything stand out to you guys that like teams might really want to look at? I mean, Chien-Pao is a big one for any teams that need like a really big offensive kickstart.
I'm kind of surprised that Chien-Pao didn't get picked up, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, me too. Chien-Pao's a big one. For teams that want to trade their S and A tier, there's still the Dondozo core, which has been a staple in VGC this entire generation. Some teams might also want Indeedee female for support, so there are options. Palafin's still there. Palafin's not really my playstyle. I just can't wrap my head around giving my opponent a free 2v1 for a single turn or whatever.
Right.
But I know that it's been doing really well in VGC, so people who are better than me at the game are figuring it out. So there's definitely some. It's S tier, right? So all these Pokemon are good. Just what do you want to do with them? How do they fit on your team? Is your S tier not doing what your team needs it to do? All right, the A tier, we get a little squishier here. We got the other Tauros Aqua, which is definitely interesting. If you need like a solid Intimidator. Volcarona, I think, is really good. I think a lot of teams could benefit from having Volcarona on there. Farigiraf is a good Trick Roomer. Prevents priority moves. Any thoughts on any of the other Pokemon here?
I'm surprised only 2 of the Paradox mods got picked up in the A tier.
Yeah, Iron Valiant's another one that if you just like need straight offense, you can go with Iron Valiant. That's the problem. Like, other than Screamtail, a lot of these don't really offer like double support options, so it's kind of tough.
Say that. Which A tier did Seattle pick up?
Seattle, let's see, where are they? Klefki.
I would say that I was thinking about it, and because of the fact that she has a Espathra, and that Espathra and VGC typically is doing like Lumina Crash, Hypnosis shenanigans,
right,
that she might benefit from having Sandy Shocks to get the gravity. That way, Hypnosis is 100% accurate.
Yeah, that's true.
So, if I was to give her any advice, I would say pick up the Sandy Shocks. It'll team well with your Espathra.
Yeah.
I always forget gravity exists.
I was looking into some gravity shenanigans, but yeah, gravity, definitely interesting. It just depends, like, does she want to lose that screen support?
Yeah.
B tier, anything good in B tier? Slowking is solid, I think. If any teams need like a Trick Roomer or anything. Heracross is a good Guts or Moxie like kind of sweeper wall breaker. So again, if you need like a physical Pokemon. Rotom Mow is the last like decent Rotom.
If anyone's abusing terrain, I feel like they should probably look into picking up Hawlucha.
Yeah, true, from Burden sets. It's just so frail. Like, you need, like, terrain, but then even after, like, Unburden, your acrobatics aren't doing, like, crazy damage. Like, you need to get, like, a Swords Dance off, and...
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those that's, like, okay, you need the terrain, and then you need to, like, probably have, like, I don't even know. It needs, like, another turn to, like, set up as well. To really start like doing stuff, and it's not gonna like survive a hit if like your opponent has like 2 attacking Pokemon. Like, yeah, you'll kill one, but then they kill you right after. I think Arboliva could be solid on some teams. Could be interesting. Yeah, B tier is a little tight.
Yeah, I was looking, I'm like, there's not too many really great picks left.
No. That's just the limited decks for you.
Yeah. Sure.
Cloyster could be good on a team where if you have some, like, fake out or redirection support, being able to get some shell smashes off. With Skill Link could be really good. C tier, anything stick out to you guys in the C tier here?
I mean, Haunter's a decent one.
Yeah, Haunter's alright. If you want a Ghost type, it does get access to solid support moves and has a decent enough special attack that like its Shadow Balls will still do damage. Dunsparce always like shows up once in a while in VGC, just glare, headbutt set. You know, it's a poor man's the Dunsparce at this point, but
I don't know. I mean, a Violet helps its case a
Yeah.
little bit, but
I mean, that's the whole reason it was banned from Little Cup.
yeah. Oh yeah.
other than I'm not. My D tiers
Yeah,
left
there's
over.
regular Rotom again as a ghost type that can do some things. Will-O-Wisp, Thunder Wave, etc.
Barrett, I could, if someone's running Snow, I guess, but
Yeah, but there's better
yeah, they're definitely better.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah, gonna be tight. I think it'll be more interesting if people do some team trades. For sure. Try to figure out. My strategy usually is, unless my team is like complete wash, just like wait as long as you can to like see who your like competition is, and then you can adjust your team from there. Like last season, I waited till the very last week, completely changed my team, and then, you know, I wouldn't say I won more because I was already winning all the time, but I just continued to win. What do you think, Cole? Do you have any advice?
Not really.
Any other advice you want to drop, Kevin?
Without looking at people's teams directly in front of me, the only thing that, because you brought up the Dondozo Tatsugiri core, and I don't know how good that is in a draft format when people are ready for it.
Yeah.
Because they can just be prepared with like Haze or whatever to deal with that core, and then at that point it's, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. It's definitely a weaker thing when it's like telegraphed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see how much the teams change around. We do have some draft league battles going up on the channel the next couple days. I do want to start doing some Wi-Fi battles that we've already kind of talked about with the new Pokemon Home Pokemon. Definitely check out Cole's channel. Link will be in the description. Check out Kevin's channel. Also, down in the description, you can follow the Season 10 playlist. I save all of everyone who's in the league's battles on there. I also post them on the community page, so everyone who's following the league can follow them there. Kevin, anything you wanted to say to the people?
Get ready for a great Season 10.
Yeah, Season 10, Season X. Cole, what do you think? 2 weeks in, is this the best season ever? Oh, I thought you were going to say it is because I'm not in it. I set you up. I put it on a tee for you. And you just bunted it. Foul. That's a strike. Alright. Thanks everybody for watching. And as always, stay classy, society.